What's the end game with if you keep... Sorry, I need to start that again, my bad. What's the end game with if you keep in it for the... I don't know if I'm just not reading this right. Third time, sorry folks. What's the end game with it if you keep in it for retirement, or are you going to collect at some point and start again? Okay, so end game with my investment pot, essentially. I think that's what you're asking. If I'm wrong, let me know. To be honest, I don't have an end game in mind, really. I've made this a habit now, so I invest consistently every single month into my stocks and shares ISA portfolio. A big part of this for me is I'm going to reach a point in the future where I can be financially free, hopefully. And I can use the money from my stocks and shares ISA if I need it. I can withdraw a certain percentage each year. And by withdraw, I mean sell off some of the investments and withdraw that. Or potentially dividends I get paid from my investments, I could use that. That's, like I say, long term. It's not necessarily an end game. If I was to really think about this in a bit more detail, I would say having the stocks and shares ISA I've got, my investments in there, using that as a bridge to retirement. So with a stocks and shares ISA, it is flexible. That's one of the big advantages. I can sell all of my investments whenever I want and take that money whenever I want. It's not like a pension where it's locked away until retirement age. So I could get to, let's use for example, say I was 45, 50, and I wanted to stop working, and I had my stocks and shares ISA pot of investments, and I then could sell off those and use that money, and I could live off that pot if it was big enough until I get to retirement age, which is when I'll get my workplace pension and then state pension. That's, like I say, used as a bridge to retirement. All I'm caring about right now, I'm in a growth accumulation phase, whatever you want to call it. I just want to keep building the pot as big as it possibly can, because I know it's only going to benefit myself and my family in the future, and really that's it. So I'm not getting too caught up in the end game and how that's going to be. It's just about building, consistency, patience. Right now, that is the goal. And so far I'm doing a good job of it. I've made it a habit since April 2020, which is when I started investing. I've not missed a single month since then. Yes, there's been some months I've invested less. Some months I maybe did £50 instead of £150 when I started. But the main thing is I have always invested something. And that habit is definitely serving me well. I hope that's answered your question. I'm sorry, Jamie, it's a bit long-winded, I know. If there's anything else, let me know and I'll do another reply. Thank you.